I'm going to say it like it is. They're in deep thought about you, but they're in this deep thought about you because you know that in the past, they got disrespected really horribly, and you were basically the only person that was caring enough to help them heal. And they took advantage of you because of that. As simple as that. Okay, but I also do want you to acknowledge that you are better off without them and you are a better human than they would ever be. Why? Because you achieve your goals. Whatever you put into mind, you make it work no matter what. The problem right here is that they're having a hard time kind of healing from the situation because they have a hard time accepting their emotions. It's like they kind of want to step back in, but that's not going to happen because they know that you're not going to let somebody like them ever step over you. And if they do, they're going to be walking a fine line the whole time in this connection or in this relationship. Why? Because you're not going to let them disrespect you again. Let's dive into the reading. This is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to hit them where it hurts. Okay? You might not like this message, but one thing that I am feeling is that you have been neglecting yourself because of this specific person. Right? Or you lost all your confidence due to that specific person. And that's one thing that we're not going to do. Okay? You're not going to let go of your power just because someone couldn't value you. Okay? With the Six of Pentacles, you were the only person romantically that treated this person right. Okay? And we're going to see if they still miss you. We're going to see if they still think about you. But with the Six of Pentacles being right here, you took care of this person and it cost you your energy with the Five of Cups. With the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, yes, you gave to this person and they took you for granted. Okay, with the Five of Cups being here, it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself and look at the positivity you have in your life. What does that mean? It means you're saving yourself from pain that they have already put you through. With the Six of Pentacles and with the Five of Cups, it's time to now give back to who? To you and no one else. Let's dive into the zodiac signs real quick. We have Libra, Leo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Like I'm telling you, stop neglecting yourself. You are a 10 times more better human being than they would ever be. Okay, and I'm specifically feeling that in the past few days, past few weeks, you have been neglecting yourself to the point where you're having a really hard time finding happiness within you and with the things around you. Look, I want you to acknowledge that with the Four of Wands, you have so many things to be proud of, and I feel like you know that. I feel like when they walked into your reality, you started to notice, matter of fact, no, when they walked out of your reality, you noticed that you had more structure than them. What does that mean? It basically means that you are better off than them. You have more goals, you have achieved more goals, you have more money. You're basically in a better spot than they would ever be. And I feel like now that you are no longer in this connection, you are starting to acknowledge it. Right? And with the Four of Wands, with the Six of Pentacles, the universe is basically going to start to reward you because you're going to put yourself in this energy of no longer needing them to be in your reality or no longer needing them to be part of your reality, if you know specifically what I mean. And I specifically want you to acknowledge that with the Four of Wands, that you are better off than them and you're always going to be better off than them. Now let's see if they're thinking about you, if they're missing you. Let's dive into their specific energy. How are they currently feeling about you? They're coming to clarity specifically about something. Look, I'm going to say it like it is. I personally feel like this person with the Seven of Cups truly doesn't see reality as you see it. Okay, you see reality with stability. You basically see reality with more of an underground knowing where you're going to step before you do something. They don't do that. They're completely an airhead type of person with the Seven of Cups. With the Eight of Swords, I'm going to say it like it is. Right now, they're kind of feeling free. Okay, Eight of Swords reversed, they're kind of feeling free. but they're specifically feeling free more in their mind because with the Judgment, they're coming to the realization specifically about something. If we have the Six of Pentacles right here on top, it could honestly mean, yeah, they're coming to the realization that, hey, you bring stability into your reality. Basically, you gave them everything that somebody never gave them before. I specifically feel like you knew how to treat them and you treated them properly when it came down to this relationship, right? I'm gonna say like it is. For a while, they were in their mind about this thing. They didn't know if you were the right person for them, or they specifically didn't know what was gonna happen between the both of you. I want to specifically make it known that with the Six of Pentacles being right here and with the Judgment and with the Eight of Swords, they're basically coming to the realization that you were specifically the only person that treated them perfectly and that respected them. With the Seven of Cups though, I do want to say like it is. I personally feel like right after you guys ended things, they could have started to sleep around with people or they could have started to do things with people, right? And it was something that did not benefit them. As simple as that. And they were doing it. Why? Because they were not trying to acknowledge the pain that this breakup was putting them through with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups specifically being right here means that not only were they confused when they let you go, there is a whole lot of confusion even happening now because in one hand they want freedom, in the other hand they specifically know that you're literally the only person that knew how to treat them right. As simple as that. And with the Knight of Swords, there's no way for them to come back in. And I feel like you acknowledge that. I feel like after this breakup, you're just focusing more on your stability and you're focused more on giving you. With the Knight of Swords, they know and they realize that they don't have a way back in. And if you give them a way back in, that's perfectly fine for you. But with the Knight of Swords, right now, they don't have a way back in. And I specifically feel like you ended up blocking them. Okay? You ended up blocking them and they don't have a way back in. Why? Because you set this boundary and that's making them feel really, really bad. It's making them feel really, really bad with the Five of Swords over the fact that you're not going to chase over an immature type of person. So with the Five of Swords reverse, I'm going to say like it is. To a certain extent, you actually have power over them and they feel that you are disconnecting and they're specifically in pain about that with the Five of Swords reverse. They're trying to cut that confusion, but they can't. Why? Because in one hand, they know that you're the person or you're literally the only person that's willing to give them all this nurturing, all this care in the world. But in the other hand, they also know that you're no longer willing to do that because they chose to walk away. They were the ones that pushed you away, right? And I don't know why I feel like you're the only person that gives one chance. If you mess up that one chance and you want to walk back in, you're going to be walking a very fine line that I'm going to make sure you don't play with me to the point where I will hit you where it hurts and I'll make sure I walk away, become the best version of myself and no longer attach myself to you. And I feel like you're definitely in that energy, right? Let's keep diving deeper. I want to see how they're still feeling about you. Look, like I'm telling you, right now, they don't see a way back in. With the Ace of Pentacles, and the reason they don't see a way back in is because you're not going to give them that right away. If they choose to come back in and they choose to offer you something, they better show up with stability, because if they don't offer you stability, you're completely cutting that off. So with the Ace of Pentacles, you're putting yourself in a part of life where if you don't add construction or a foundation to bring me, you're not walking back in. And I feel like they personally know that, okay? We have the Three of Swords. How are they specifically feeling about you? I would say that they're healing from you. Okay, they're definitely healing from you. They're no longer stuck in this remorse of letting go of the connection, but they are realizing that you did bring some sort of structure into the reality with the Six of Pentacles and the Judgment, but right now they're more focused on healing the past wounds that they already have going on. Okay, that does not mean they're not thinking about you. The fact that we have the Ace of Pentacles right here and the Seven of Cups, it could signify that yes, they have you on your mind here and there. Right? But with the Eight of Swords, they're actively trying to get you out of there, right? And they're having a really hard time doing so because with the Ace of Swords reverse, it's like there's a lot of confusion still in your reality, whether you will let them back in, okay? And then we have the Two of Wands. If I'm being fully honest, right now is just a thought about them wanting to show back up, wanting to offer you something new, but not really taking action into that because they know you're not going to take them up on that opportunity because they cannot offer you stability, and I 100% praise you for that. Have a good night.